Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Pleased to be joined by Drew Bandilla of Northville Football. How are you?
I'm good, Casey. How are you?
I'm doing well. Just kind of, I know you're not a player, but you're a very key member to the Northville football squad. So why don't you tell everybody what you do?
Yeah, I just try to help out as much as I can. Practices, getting stuff set up, water if needed, signaling in plays during practice, getting stuff out, and then game days are getting the trailer loaded up with everyone's pads or TV, everything that needs to be there for game day. Then during the game, this year I'm kind of just charting down some plays as we go through what worked, what didn't. Having the iPad for Coach Lupo whenever he needs it, stuff like that.
So did you ever how did you kind of get into this program like football wise? Like how did this all start?
Yeah, so I was coaching the Stallions, which is a youth team in Northville, with one of my buddies' dads. And so I was doing that for 3 years, and then Coach Lupo came into Northville, and one of the moms recommended me to do it, and then me and Lupo had an interview, and just started pretty much.
Did did you like how did you like get into like coaching and all that? Like what kind of sparked all that?
My dad's coached me my whole life in baseball, and then he coached my brother in football for his whole life, pretty much. So that's kind of I've always like looked up to him, I guess, coaching.
Yeah. Did you ever, because usually you would want to, a lot of people play, but you kind of went the other way because I know a lot of people get into coaching after they graduate, but you kind of got
Yeah.
that early start though. But did you ever think that you be in such a high position that you're in right now because working on all these different things, different plays, you probably understand everything that's going on and you're not even on the field.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely did not think it'd get to this point because like even my first year here, it was like film based, helping out with films during the game and filming during practice. I never thought it'd get to this level. So.
So what's a typical game day for you?
Game day is school, and then fourth hour I got online. So if that's helping Coach Lupo do something, or just going home, and then we get back at around 2:45. I try to get some of the jerseys that practice players need. Any equipment issues they come to me with, so get that all handled. Then we go to team dinner. We unlock the weight room so players can get mentally ready. Then we get through the walkthroughs. We start laminating play sheets, stuff like that. Getting everything unplugged that was charging throughout the week, and then we load everything on the trailer. So the TV, kicking net, flags, balls, all that stuff, and then everyone's pads get loaded up onto the trailer too. So.
Did you ever think that you would be like, did you ever know like how like obviously, from a football perspective, there's all these other things that people really don't know how much actually goes into getting ready for a game, just not on the player side, because the players are just thinking about what they have to do to beat the other team. But
Yeah,
it's the simple stuff, trying to get from point A to point B, the
yeah.
logistics operations side of that side of things. So, did you know like going in like how much did you realize how much all that actually is important and all that stuff? And just really for people that may not know, like that, what is it like just that process of trying to make sure everything's on the list so we don't forget everything. So we
Yeah,
don't.
it's just like I just think of it as doing my job pretty much. Like, I know like when I actually like think about it, yeah, a lot goes into it and it helps out a lot. But in the moment, it's just uh doing my job pretty much.
Yeah.
So.
So what do you think the biggest thing about like what's the biggest thing about your what you do that people may not know?
Um, Maybe it could be more towards the equipment side. Like if any players like have a problem, they'll come to me first, try to get that resolved. or if it's just like any help, like just try to help out as much as I can wherever, whenever. So,
Yeah. Did you do you ever, because I know it's been talked about like you as a, I know you are a senior this year, correct?
yep.
You have a, so I'm pretty sure wherever you go, I know that coaching is in you're in your DNA. So I'm sure that this is something you want to pursue as a career. But what do you want to do after high school?
Yeah, my plan is hopefully to go to Michigan State and major in a business and minor in sports management and being involved with the Michigan State football program. That's the dream right now. And then eventually work my way up to be an NFL coach, hopefully.
Yeah. Um, so in, on a practice day, what is that like for you?
Yeah, starts off like I like to get there about 30 minutes early, just make sure everything's there set up. Help get pads out, get whatever like balls out. Then make sure our trainer Cody, if he needs help with waters or anything, help out
Mhm.
with that. We also have 5 other managers this year that are helping a lot with film and water and stuff, so it's kind of eased the load. But yeah, just making sure everything is set up so practice runs smoothly.
Yeah. Heading into, in the, next couple weeks of the season and, coming off a big win against Howell last week, you know, going into these next few weeks, it's obviously been fun, seeing you guys, but it's a pretty good fun weeks, couple games ahead because, of course, in the next couple weeks, someone's going to be standing alone atop the
Yeah.
KLAA West. So
Uh-huh.
it's going to be very interesting to see how things shake itself out. But what is next couple weeks? What is it going to be like for Northville?
Definitely just like mentally knowing like we need to go 1-0 each week. Like that's Coach Lupo's big thing. We need to not get ahead of ourselves and like just focus on each week. So Salem this week, we'll move on to Brighton, only think about Brighton and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's definitely exciting around the school and around the team. We know that we're a very good team and hoping to make a big run, but making sure we go 1-0 each week is the biggest thing.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Drew, we need to get to know you a little bit. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, so what's Drew doing like when he's not coaching football or whether he's not in school? What do you do on what do you like to do outside of
I work a lot, so I work at the Cardinal, the golf course, as
nice,
player services. I also umpire throughout the summer,
nice.
and then got big into golfing this year, so it was fun.
Okay, how
Also,
far can you drive the ball?
yeah, not it depends. I actually just broke my driver, so it kind of sucks,
Oh,
but the top's about 305, but probably average 270. So
yeah, okay, okay.
yeah.
Um, all right. What's your favorite all-time movie?
Um, it's got to be Happy Gilmore, I think. Love Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah. Let's see. How's your fantasy football team doing if you play that?
Pretty good. I got 3 leagues. I'm 2-0 in one of them, and then 1-1 in the other ones. Two
Okay,
close losses, but
okay.
yeah, good overall.
Yeah. Um, let's see. And finally, favorite vacation spot.
Um, gotta be gotta be Florida. We go to Florida for spring break a lot, so always love going to Florida.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Drew, thanks for coming on and we will definitely talk to you maybe later in the year.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds good. Thanks for having me, Casey.